Hello everyone, and welcome back to my daily Iceborne live stream. So last night we covered the dev diary. We're getting a whole bunch of information about the new Jeff weapons and how you're going to be able to customize them to make them super powerful, but he doesn't come out for like a week. So let's continue to explore the Stinky Zinogre weapons, Stygian Zinogre weapons that we just received. I'm curious if all the weapons we'll be receiving from Senejiva or Safijiva are going to pretty much outclass everything? Like, are all the weapons obsolete? See, I have no idea. So that's an interesting subject. Since we don't know, I'm just going to keep going, because why not? Alright. So yesterday we were working on this longsword, which by the way looks like a great sword from Dark Souls. And it looks terrific! Yeah, look at it. It feels really cool to use. We could upgrade it, or we could move on to the next weapon. Let's take a quick look at which weapons we might be considering for this guy. How's it going, Bill Cosby? How are you this afternoon? Oh, I still am very tired. My body finally required sleep. So I slept in. I missed my usual 1 p.m. stream. We're streaming a bit later in the daytime, and that's because I slept in finally. Well, let's see. Hey, Smithy, what weapons you got? So I don't think we're going to use the Stygian armor anymore. We're just going to optimize our armor. And I would say that the mid-speed weapons are what I'm most curious about. Obviously, these weapons aren't good for high raw, from what I've seen. But longsword, sword and shield, I don't know about dual blades. I don't know about hammer. Maybe, I don't know about hunting horn either. Lance is something certainly worth looking into. Gun lance is worth looking into. Switch axe is worth looking into. What about charge blade? I don't think charge blade is. Jump down here. 972. I don't think that's... Let's see. Here it is, Raytheon tree. They're both impact files. Yeah, no, we're not going to use the Stygian charge blade. Insect glaive, maybe. See, the insect glaive. It's the Nurgi insect glaive. Let's take a look at the other insect glaive. Actually, hold on. Man, I need a drink of my water. Oh my god. Westkeepa says not letting me join. Uh-oh. Oh, damn it. I hit the wrong button. Alright. Take a look at that. Think it's a better dragon... yeah, dragon damage. Insect glaive? Maybe. Stygian looks better. That's a fair argument, I guess. If you want to have a good looking weapon. As opposed to the strongest weapon. Alright, climb down here. Let's see, Stygian Zinogre, this is the light bowgun, right? Let's take a quick look at it, because I've not seen it. It's rapid fire spread ammo. And rapid fire thunder ammo. Oh no. There's my heater already. What's the raw on this? 351. No, this won't work. No, Black Actinula is still going to have better rapid fire. Yeah. Look, it's got a larger clip too. So, the light bowgun's a no. We already know that it's not going to be the best for thunder ammo either. The heavy bowgun, let's take a quick look at that. I think, basically the heavy bowgun, it has a higher attack value, but you have to give up one of your custom mods for spread ammo, and that's not going to fly either. Yeah, so I don't think the heavy bowgun's any good. And the bow. Gee, we wouldn't compare it to that. We would compare it to the Valhazak bow, which we happen to own. You trade off raw for dragon. The death bow Val comes with the sleep ammo as well. An extra small decoration slot. These two are pretty close to each other. It looks like you could use either or. Yeah, those are very close to each other. It looks cool. Look at Stygian blades for me, please. Let's go look at them. We are going to see those Stygian blades. Blades. Let's see. One moment. We're going to grab these. I would compare them to not the Devil Joe tree, not the Zinogre tree, not the Shar Ishvalda tree. Where's the Witcher tree, huh? Wait. Oh, look at this. The Witcher tree is getting an upgrade. I didn't notice that before. What? I didn't notice this before. The Witcher tree is getting an upgrade, guys. Damn. So it's not just Trugebolg. Shar Ishvalda. Oh, here we are. Dragonbone. I don't know. It's offering a large purple sharpness bar and more raw, but actually quite a lot less dragon. This still might be, the Dragonbone tree might still be your best option. Huh. All collab weapons get upgrades. Nice. Alright. Yeah, so my impression is longsword, lance, gun lance, switch axe, and insect glaive are probably the ones you want to build. That's my impression. Can we upgrade this? We can upgrade it. Kitty, why are you meowing? My cat's meowing. Gosh. I just feel like Ruinous Extermination is still stronger in this case. I mean, it's a difference of like... What is that? 80 plus 50? Of 130 attack? Just for what? An extra 160 dragon? You get the purple sharpness too, though, but you have to build for it. And the gold Raytheon. It's kind of the same deal. No, that's not good, actually. What about Sword and Shield? Gameconomist too cool with 100,000 subs to see my donate. Oh, I'm sorry, man. It didn't make any noise. Yeah, hold on. Let me open up Streamlabs. I'm so sorry, man. It should pop up. Let's try reloading this. I'm sorry, man. Let me take a look. Oh my gosh, you donated $100. Let's try this again. Did that make any noise? Oh, there it goes. My volume was down. I'm so sorry, TR Anthony. Cridmid. Woo, that's a huge donation, Anthony. Thank you so much. And we should definitely fight Poppy Jeff together. Poppy Jiva. Damn, dude. That's a huge donation. Nicholas Classen says you were comparing with the Rarity 11. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Anthony Tran with the huge donations. Jesus Christ, man. Some really generous viewers. Better, actually. Okay. I would say that's still pretty close. I'm not sure. So you get 120 dragon, which actually starts to become meaningful. You get the purple sharpness with that dragon damage as well, and that's going to have a multiplier to it. And then your raw's lower. I feel like it would break even versus a monster weak to dragon. Let's see. How about here with the Raytheon tree? So this is even closer because the Raytheon, well, is it though? If you had a monster resistant to poison and weak to dragon, you might use Stygian Gula. But I feel like that's the only time. Whew. Big donation, man. Crazy, crazy. I'm having trouble, guys. So let me ask you guys a question. What weapon do you think I should make from the Stygian set? Because if it follows that archetype for all of them, let's see. We're doing a little more in-depth look at this, right? I'll grab that real fast. Alright, so I would expect Stygian Oblivia to deal a little more damage than Ruinous Catastrophe when using a dragon weapon, at the cost of having a smaller sharpness bar. A fan's perspective says Stygian Chargeblade is good for Savage Axe, outdamage G Raytheon if it's weak to dragon. Okay, that's good to know. The differences are so marginal though. Let's see. Okay, so this probably becomes your best dragon option, Stygian Oblivia. I think. Dual blades, charge blade, charge blade. Are you guys saying dual blades because it's good, or are you just saying dual blades because you want to see dual blades? It's a difference. Because from what I saw, it looked like the dragon dual blades are still going to be dragon bone. Still going to be the top dual blade for dragon. 378 raw versus 336 raw. But you get 210 dragon versus 510 dragon. I mean, that's kind of a big difference there, especially for dual blades that deal a lot of their damage with elemental. I mean, I guess you could argue you have base purple sharpness on the Stygian blood. May we see the sword and shield? Yes. Heavy bowgun because master race. No, I think the heavy bowgun this time is not that good. I wouldn't build it. Alright, so here's the Stygian Luxuria. Whoa!
I am donating for good luck and not restarting my Xbox 4 times to make it in long.
Hopefully you make it in. I'm sure people are joining right now, but I don't... The last few days, we haven't seen a, you know, like a shocking amount of activity, which means that there's probably a spot. I can't promise you. Let's see, Kira Namiel. Huh. It really doesn't have a lot of competition, does it, for dragon damage? I guess you would argue you have stream lag, space sharpness. Wow, the stream lagging already? Jesus Christ. How about the hammer? I'm just curious. Yeah, these Stygian Zinogre weapons are so close, I'm actually having trouble deciding to build them. No. No, you would take the 14.56 and the, yeah, that's not even close. So hammer and greatsword are out. Hammer and greatsword are out. Hunting horn's probably out. I don't know. Let's take a close look at the hunting horn. I keep hearing people say, like, oh, somebody is winning with elemental hunting horn. Devil Joe's, Anjiva, Dragon Bone. Damn, that's a lot of dragon. 720? Jesus. These both have elemental attack boost. But I mean, like, 720, that's like double what the Stygian Tristidia has? Tristidia? I don't know. There's a big difference in the sharpness. Base purple on Stygian Tristidia, whereas Dragonsteel Althorn has base blue sharpness, and then you have to build the white sharpness, and it's not even that much. So very, very different builds. Also, the 130 raw damage, not raw damage, attack on Stygian Tristidia is also going to make a difference. What do they have for their... Speed boost, evade window up, elemental effectiveness up. Yeah, Stygian Tristidia has elemental effectiveness up as well. It also has Echo Wave Dragon. That's making me think that the Stygian Tristidia is going to be a better dragon damage option in this case. So, interesting. Maybe it actually does have a place. Alright, well, I tell you guys what. We're going to skip Greatsword. We're going to skip Hammer. We're going to skip the Heavy Bowgun. think we're pretty sure about skipping the light bowgun. And then everything else seems like it could probably be made. Why don't we go ahead and upgrade this longsword? We'll just be working on this until Jeff comes out. Jeff will come out and it'll be awesome. So for those of you, we're ready to fight now. For those of you in the stream, our goal is to fight Stygian Zinogre over and over and over again, because I'm going to need a ton of Stygian Zinogre parts in order to craft all these weapons. Alright, first things first, let's go ahead and change our build. Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to grab the Golden Raytheon build. Where's that? I almost wonder if you could go with an elemental damage build. No, you're just... Master's Touch is definitely the way to go, because you're going to run out of sharpness. Oh, really? I'm surprised I don't have a... Oh, wait. I do, okay. Okay, yeah, that's a pretty standard build. And then, is this one we just crafted? Data Wolf. Category. Longsword. Stygian Gula. This might be my favorite longsword design. I love that it looks actually more European, I guess. I do like that. Drop this real fast. So we're dropping the charm because we don't need it because we have Master's Touch. Well, do we not need it though? Alright, and then let's jump into the rest of the build. Even with Master's Touch you can have problems. So drop these bolts. Let's drop all this real fast. Oops. Alright, this goes back in. Crit boost 3, huh? I think for the charm slot, we're going to go for No, we're going to go for dragon. Yeah, we're going to go dragon attack. Alright, so we have dragon attack. And then over here, we start building up. I want my health boost. You know how I am. So there's health boost 2. What do we have again? Anything unusual? Charger, power prolonger, part breaker, slugger, latent power, heroics, furor, max might. I think I prefer latent power like we had earlier. Okay, these last slots can be used for agitator and handicraft. Show me agitator. Here it is. Alright, we got one Challenger Jewel. Man, I wish we had more of those. Those are so strong. I guess we'll go protection. We've got these last 2 slots left over. We could go double agitator, or we could build more handicraft. I might go handicraft, actually. Just because I think that would be a good idea. Oh man, there's way too many decorations now. So we're building some handicraft as well, because this will help us. So there we go. We get a little bonus handicraft so we don't hit, we don't run out of sharpness too soon. Alright, so this is the build. This is what we're running. Let's go ahead and save this build as well. It's a dragon damage build, huh? Oh no. I opened the keyboard. What was I thinking? Okay, good, it's working. Weird. Maybe they just need like a software update. We haven't had trouble with it since. 941 attack, 40% affinity, 430 dragon element. It's actually not bad. Purple sharpness. Let's go ahead and join quest. Let's see what people have posted. We run this town. What level do you have to be to get in this? Conditions, master rank 24 or higher. Well, we're not going to do that. There's a special assignment down there. Let's see what they're working on. Across the Lost Path. Thus, but we want a Zinogre with rewards. So if you guys want to post your... Here he is. I just have the one, actually. Damn it. God. Like an optional quest. Dragon against Stygian Zinogre? Nani? Is he immune to it? I actually never saw what he... Here. He must be in the... Hunter's Notes. I'm sorry. We're gonna find out he's not even weak to it. Oh, you're right. He's immune to dragon. Well, shoot. The problem is we need to keep fighting him in order to obtain... Here, let's see where is he weak to. His head and his arms. Huh? We need to keep fighting him in order to craft more of his weapons. So the fact that dragon's no good against him is not very useful, is it? I tell you what we can do, since we're not going to deal with much dragon, let's go ahead and drop the dragon attack, and we'll take something else. Let's take, I don't know, actually. What can we take against him? We can take a defensive skill against him. Wide range is always good. Resentment. Blood charm, blaze charm. Thanks for pointing that out, fan. I've forgotten. I haven't actually seen what he does this whole time. Wait, really? That will take me to 4 attack? Oh, it does. It takes me right to 4 attack. So we'll take attack boost instead. I think that makes sense. We want to see his weapons in action, and we want to fight him so that we have more materials to make more of his weapons. That's what we want. Okay, and we'll go ahead and eat. This is going to go nice and fast. It's a special arena fight. Guess we should test the weapon out against a monster who really is weak to dragon. Alright, so I'm ready to read your comments. What do you guys want to talk about today? How about the fact that Anthony Tran gave us a $100 donation? Jeez Louise, thank you so much for that, man. Wes Kiba says, dang, buffer. Uh-oh, are we having any kind of lag issues? Boomer Geneva for life. It's wintertime. Take regular Zinogre against him. I would, but we're testing out the Stygian Zinogre weapons because they look cool. We're building the Stygian Zinogre weapons. Zachariah says, hi all, good to be back on Iceborne. Looking forward to Safijiva next week. Safi Poppy. That's his real name. PGT says, Pokemon. You want to talk about Pokemon? I ordered some Pokemon Sword and Shield booster boxes, 2 of them, and we'll be opening them up together when they launch eventually. How can the fact that you can put elemental acceleration on elemental charge blade now? What? It was a while ago. Gameconomist, did you buy your TV, and which weapon will you perfect first with Boomer Jima? Oh, okay, so you're wondering which... that's a great question. My favorite weapons are the heavy bowgun and the light bowgun, but also I like the hammer a lot, and I've been enjoying the longsword a lot too. I think a lot of people would choose the longsword as their first weapon. FetFX says you got 100,000 subs. I know, man, we did it. We made it. Now onwards to 110,000 subs. I wonder how fast I can hit that number. 110. They call me Bob. So will people switch to Stygian Zinogre heavy bowgun? Will people switch to Stygian Zinogre heavy bowgun? No, they won't. Because it will probably deal... I'm pretty sure it deals less damage because you don't get one of your close range up mods, and those are really important for damage output because you have to have an extra recoil mod. Okay, we got our Rocksteady booty. Didn't answer the TV. Oh, the TV's already ordered. Yes, TV's on its way. I'm sorry. Boop. Two, three, boop. This might be my favorite longsword design because it doesn't make me feel like I'm using a katana. Whee! Oh my god. Did we just see 3 people jump on him? So it doesn't matter if we are dragon blighted because we're only dealing our raw damage to him anyways. Ouch. Wow, that hit me really fast. Nice job. Oh, I try so hard to... Did he just get thrown into the wall 3 times? That was 3 times, right? I'm not going crazy. Can you actually get 3 knockdowns if you don't use any claw attacks? God damn it. Brrr! Alright, now he's angry. Shoot! I like how 3 of us are using longsword already. Sorry, Matt. Oh, I actually could have tried to EA Spirit Slash that. Don't forget to catch the bugs. Great point. Thank you. Put on our rock steady real fast. That hurt. Oh, I'm gonna die. Woo! It's like you don't want to get close, but you do. Oh, it was tempting to use the EI Spirit Slash, but I'm glad I didn't, because he obviously was going to miss. Boop. I don't think that was a correct iframe. Nice job. Do you really need to catch the things on his back, though? Okay, we got 2 Dracophage bugs, and he dropped a Dracophage bug, and he dropped a Dracophage bug. Seems like you can just earn them without having to do that whole, oh, god damn it. Seems like you can earn them without having to capture them off of his back, if you really wanted to. Iceborne identity. What? Did I just like... Look, you can attack with a knife. Did you guys know this? What's the point of being able to do this? Can you... what's the point of that? I don't even know. Certainly you can't kill a monster that way. Oh, we cut his tail. That sucks. Oh, and that hip check. Oh my god. Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Really? Shoop. Hey, Gameconomist, what are you going to do for Christmas? It'll mark around a year of streaming. That is a great question. What am I going to do for Christmas? Probably play Monster Hunter. I was expecting him to do something. God damn it, dude. Oh, that's the Dragonator. Nice. For the 12th day of Christmas, what am I going to stream? Let's see. We could have a special where I open up all my Christmas gifts live. So my wife will buy me Christmas presents. That's what we'll do, guys. I tell you what. I'll just live stream my wife and I opening up our Christmas presents for Christmas. And you will be mind blown, because I'm such a good present giver. Oh my god. If you want to be good at giving presents to people, the trick is to have like a little pad of notes and to take notes over the year. That is the trick, basically. Oh no. Look at him doing his flips in the air. Man, when can I use that move? I want to use that move, the spinning move. Alright, he's mounted. We have not lost purple sharpness yet. We're still holding on. Good old Master's Touch. You gotta have Master's Touch. He's gone. Nice job, everyone. Wow, look at this weapon. It looks like it's bleeding almost, doesn't it? It's that dragon stuff. That's a cool looking weapon. What did you get for Quick Quip? Well, she's home today, so I can't say. Beat up Behemoth with the climbing knife. Oh my god. So I should write that down in the 10 things you didn't know. When you climb on a wall, you can actually kill people with the climbing knife. Where I'm going to go over here. I'm going to add that to my 10 things you didn't know.
Fun way for Christmas in my family is you give out the small presents first, and then you have to wait longer for the bigger presents.
Oh, nice. The small presents first, and then you have to wait longer for the bigger presents, huh? Damn, dude. It's excruciating. Let's go ahead and gather all these. In my family, there was a point where there were like 11 kids, and we would have so many presents. And sometimes, like, the church would donate presents, and so, you know, it would be aunts and uncles would give us all presents. They knew we had a big family. But the family room would be, like, overflowing with presents. So it was one of the good holidays. And we went by kid. So every kid was allowed to go in and kind of, like, grab all the presents that belonged to them and hoard it off in a little pile. And then you'd have your pile, and you'd just be sitting there waiting for your turn. And you started with the youngest children. So the youngest children got to open all of their presents one at a time so that everyone could see what they get. And it would take like 4 hours, honestly, because there were just so many kids. Even if they opened it fast, it just took that long. It was just like, you know, the kids like sweating, trying to rip all the boxes open. It's like, come on, it's my turn, hurry up. Open all your presents, what'd you get? All right, you're done, get out of here. So it was, I always enjoyed it, actually, Christmas. It's like one of the few times of the year that I actually had a good time. Lots of anticipation. Jump over here. Ha! While you were sitting here at the smithy, I was studying the blade. Longsword, sword and shield. Should we touch sword and shield for the first time ever? We have not played a lot of sword and shield. Brimstone Drake Scale. Stygian Luxuria. Ah, let's do it. I want to find out what they changed on this. Alright. We got it. We're going to use the same build that you would use for the longsword. There really nothing changes, in my opinion. It's just the same build. I mean, yeah, pretty much. Let's see if anyone's doing a Stygian Zinogre. A Stinky Zinogre. That is another special arena. Actually, we should have checked for investigation first, shouldn't we have? That's okay. This gives us practice against him. He said, Gameconomist, I have Zig. I have Zig and Fulgur investigation. Oh, no. Well, if we can, let's focus on strictly Stygian Zinogre quest, because probably somebody has one of those. And what's this? I'm missing a level of health boost. Probably somebody has one of those, and I don't like Fulgur Engine. I think he's stinky doo-doo. Let's get these attack. Where's my attack? 1. Nope, 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 nope. Stop. Stop! Why is it doing this? Here we go. Attack 2. Oh, come on, man. I'm scrolling down with one finger because I don't want to wear my thumb out. Yeah, I've been playing like crazy the last 3 days. Like almost 5-6 hours a day, non-stop. Alright, pick this up real fast. Eat a meal. Just grab Chef's Choice Platter. Why not? I don't have any energy drink. I want an energy drink, man. Alright, so when you're climbing, you can attack with the climbing knife. Actually, I'm also going to do the, you can grab bugs off of Zinogre and Stinky Zinogre. There we go. That one's probably a little more known, but just in case anyone doesn't know it. I come from a family of 8. I remember one Christmas, I was the last kid to open my presents. I was pissed. When it came to my turn, I got a PS1. I was so happy. Afterwards, I forgot I was last in line. Oh, nice. I like the PlayStation. Do you like the PlayStation? I was wondering what they changed to. Lol, I'm sorry to use you as my test run. Well, I'm most curious about the uppercut. How's the uppercut performed again? I used to remember. Is it like a roll and then... I'm trying to remember how it's performed. Done it says, I have 20 Stygian quests, but I couldn't join the session. Oh, that sucks, man. Somebody remind me how to do the uppercut, because I can't remember. My fridge is full of Monster. Yeah. Oh, man, I need that right now. So, like, the last 3 days, I've been running on, like, maybe, like, 4 hours of sleep a day. And then last night, today, I finally, like, couldn't wake up. It's like my body was saying, nope, it's bedtime. Alright, so I'm curious. Okay, so that doesn't actually soften it. I'm on a plane right now, but still can't miss the stream. Nice, dude. Oh, is it out? Hold on. Oh, okay. I wanted it. Very cool. That's great. I think that's a big improvement for the sword and shield. Yeah, that's great. Actually, did it wound at the beginning of the move? Looked like it wounded at the beginning of the move. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and have another Mega Potion. Oh, he did. He just pulled it. Yes! Yes! Oh my gosh, I haven't played Sword and Shield in a while. Let's see if I can remember exactly what you're supposed to be doing. So you would jump in. Oops. Yeah, you would jump in and then you'd hop back out. I remember now. Don't do it. Oh. I'm gonna try and get a mount, I think. Because we're cool like that. Oh, there we go. We got our mount. Oh, and we're off. Don't do it. Oh, he did it. The claw will do the softening so you can instantly flinch shot without even needing your weapon attack. What? The claw will do the softening so you can instantly flinch shot without even needing your weapon attack. What? The claw will do the softening. Are you serious? So wait a second. That's crazy if that's true. That was really funny looking. Oh, good thing I could... Oh my god. I was gonna say good thing I could dodge or guard that. You're right. You're right. The move just automatically wounds. What? Dude, that's cool as hell. That's actually a big upgrade. So the actual grab is what softens, guys. It's not your weapon attack that softens him, it's the actual grab. The grab itself softens. Nice job, everyone. Well, we are going to have to be playing with the sword and shield a lot more often now. Big upgrade. It softens just by grabbing? That's how it should work for all of them. Automatic soften into flinch shot. Man. Stygian Zinogre lash. We were carving the head. Oh man, I need an energy drink. I should have just gone to the store and bought one before we started. Komodova says, I wished Stygian's dual blades did both dragon and thunder. It would have been meta worthy. Would it? I mean, not a lot of monsters are weak to both dragon and thunder. So if you really think about it, all you would be doing is splitting your damage output in half for each of those elements, unless the elemental damage was like twice that of what it normally would be. So I don't know if I agree with that, but I guess it would have been cool. Like maybe if you're holding one Zinogre, one Stygian Zinogre, it would have looked cool. Funky Kong says, wait, the grab softens? That's right, the grab softens now, for those of you who weren't paying attention to Dev Diary number 4. Actually, what the element dual blade shows, it's actually half than what it shows since one blade is for one element, says Desk Blackout. That's exactly right. Basically means if you split between two different elemental types on a dual blade, you're getting half of that. It's a big deal. There's the school bus. Man, there's so much content. There's so much information. I need like a team of people who can help me make these videos because there's way more than I have time for. It's crazy. Des says, want a Sprite cranberry? Yes, let's have a Sprite cranberry. So that was cool. I really like that the sword and shield now grabs on the uppercut. I think that's a big improvement. The other thing that happened to it is that it was also buffed. The Perfect Rush was buffed, but I don't know by how much. So I liked that. Let's see what else. Dual blades? Dual blades? I really don't think the dual blades are worth crafting, though. I feel like I don't know. I could be wrong about that, though. You guys tell me if the dual blades are worth crafting. The dual blades? Hammer, hunting horn, lance. The lance is probably worth crafting. Let's see. Why are Zoomers calling millennials boomers? Gameconomist says Plussy. I don't know, it's like some sort of new meme. You know how it is. Let's grab this and let's compare it to the actual... Why are Zoomers? Are you a doomer? I'm kind of over the meme, to be honest. It was funny at first, but it's like... It's just kind of boring. It happens to all memes. They eventually just get kind of boring. So let's see, Infernal Warlance versus Love's End. You have more raw, you have purple sharpness, but less dragon. But you know what? It's not that much less, is it? It's not that much less. So actually, I'm going to recommend that you build this lance. Yeah. Well, then again, you compare it. What about the Nurgi Lance? How does it stack up against Nurgi Lance? Nurgi Lance is my favorite for the lance class. So it's behind on Raw, but it's way ahead on Dragon, and it has purple sharpness. Okay, so you would build Infernal Warlance against a Dragon weak monster. You really would. Why are Zoomers calling millennials boomers? Because it offends them. Epstein meme never gets old because he was killed. That's right. It really does not get old. The Epstein meme is a big deal. It's not even a meme, is it? It's kind of a, I don't know, makes you feel less trusting in humanity. It's a lot of things making me feel less trusting in humanity. There's so many problems in the world. Don't let me bring you down. I'll get depressing fast. Let's grab this guard. So we have guard 5. I want the Kaiser. Yeah, we're going to keep the Kaiser. We just traded out attack for guard. What do you guys got? Oh my god. Oh, look at the rewards on that Stygian Zinogre fight. Damn, Wellix, that's a good one. What do we got over here? We run this town in special arena. Let's see if we have the special arena. I can hear my wife in a meeting in the other room. Wait. Oh, Master Rank Legiana. What is even the purpose of this stream? Unmeta builds, says Tiny Tenor? Pretty much. No, that's actually fairly accurate, Tiny Tenor. These builds are not appropriate for what we're doing. But we're having fun. I'm having fun. You're not... That's not the meta. What Jeff weapons are you going after first? I'm going to probably go after the heavy bowgun and the light bowgun first. And then, I don't know, hammer afterwards? I'm a big fan of the hammer too. I like the hammer a lot. But I feel like longsword's really worthwhile too, because I think most people will get longsword first. Longsword and greatsword will be very popular. And I like both of those weapons too. They're just fun. Yeah. They're a lot of fun. I don't know. They're more popular than the greatsword even. Oh, I wish I could join this. It says someone left. How many people we got in here, by the way? We're not full, guys. You're welcome to join. I've been noticing this. Our room on the Xbox does not fill all the way up. There's room if you want to join. Aaron says, anyone having problems with joining SOS today on Xbox? I'm having trouble smacking that booty. How many versions of bowguns there are, since there is a weapon of each element and status? Greatsword Jeff 100% says Death Blackout. He's even got the greatsword icon. Jeff Zeno. My name's Jeff. Drew says Gameconomist has the exploit in Guiding Lands been fixed, where you leave, capture, and rejoin the expedition. I guess I haven't tested it because I never used it. I'm having trouble on the Xbox. Can you explain how Safi'jiiva weapons will work? I didn't have a chance to do Cove before Iceborne. Oh, okay, so you don't really know what a siege is, what you mean. So siege is you host a session, like what I'm doing. I'm hosting a session right now. Everyone joins up in the Gathering Hub, right? So you travel over to the Gathering Hub. There's a quest for fighting Jeff. And then what happens is, probably, what'll happen is, 4 teams of 4 will go in and fight him in their own separate, you see what I'm saying, their own separate runs. But probably there will be shared objectives that all the teams have. So if one of the teams clears an objective, it helps all the other teams contribute toward the rewards at the end. See? So that's how it worked with Cove to Roth. So 16 man, but you don't actually play with all 16 at a time. You play 4 at a time. Simultaneously, 4 teams will fight Jeff. And then you come back, you get your rewards. And the rewards will probably be random rolls. The machine's on fire! You get random rolls, and then it appears that after you've gotten the random rolls, you'll have to take this material called like Dracolite to upgrade the weapon. And also, I believe I read somewhere that if you simply like break parts or something like that while using the weapon you want to upgrade, I think that contributes toward being able to change the skills on the weapon as well. I need to do more research on it myself. We only just found out about it. Des says, let's show these people the Jeff fight. Jeff Bezos. Des, you're not allowed to ban me. What? Exploit in the guiding lands are not necessary. Super easy to level up if you hunt exclusive tundra monsters. Right. Dang, Xbox is actually having trouble. Oh, did we actually get done with this stupid cat thing? God, I hate this. I guess I must have been halfway done with it already. Can you max every biome in the guiding lands? No. No, you cannot. Ah, there's our Celestial Wyverian print. So let's see if we got any new quests posted. Gameconomist, you're not playing Steamworks right. Alright, let's go ahead and join quest. Dude, does nobody have Stygian Zinogre? I think nobody in the room has Stygian Zinogre. They're not posting it anyways. Let's go ahead and change our item loadout right here. Well, maybe he's showing up somewhere. Hold on. Nope. 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 Not there. Not there either. He's not in any of those locations. Remember from another online session. Well, I'm going to go respond to SOS. That's what's happening now. Stygian Zinogre. Capture Stygian Zinogre. We're joining Mira Arcus, a random. Dust says, to the guiding lands. Iron Dragon Jew. What a name. Alright, here we go. Does Stinky Zinogre have any unguardable moves? Maybe I should have guard up. I mean, it would just cost me agitator. See, that's what happens. You have to rationalize. You have to rationalize it. It will only cost me this. Let's go ahead and pick up Vitality. And then I guess we'll drop... a level of Handicraft. And pick up Shield. Okay, that's what we're doing. Rhythm of the Night says, on my way if there's a space. No, no space allowed. So what would you guys like to talk about? We should have a conversation. We could talk about Safijiva. We could talk about your feelings on Stinky Zinogre. You can have a conversation about... I don't know what else there's to talk about. Lord Killerath says, are you doing a live stream tonight or you don't know yet? I probably will be doing a live stream tonight. I try to do 2 live streams a day. This is live stream number 1, and we will try to get a second live stream out tonight. Can't meld Stinky Zinogre Skymerald yet. Ah, that sucks. Man, all we have left to do is wait, really. I bet there's going to be so many... secrets to that Safijiva fight. There were like 1 billion secrets to the Call of Taroth fight. See you later, Fayed. What are you going to do for 100,000? For 100,000, I'm going to face reveal right now. That's what I'm doing. All of you shall see my face. Let's go grab the... What's this called again? Spicy tree or something? Hot drink. Hot pepper, that's what it's called. Let's go grab the hot pepper. Oh, I had hot drinks. I didn't need that. Capture Stygian. Okay, sounds good. Done it says Valstrax when? Yeah, see, I don't know. With them having released the siege mode, as I recall, what happened next in the base game is you waited a long time for new content after that. Let's talk about why the United States experiences so much more mass shootings than the rest of the world. Ugh, you probably already covered this, though. There was another, yeah, so in the news, in Pensacola, Florida, there was another shooting. This time it was at a military base. I believe they were training a Saudi soldier or something like that at a military base in Florida, and he did like a mass shooting on people in the base. I don't know all the details to it. It's just, you just hear it all the time now. It's just like there's constant shootings. I don't know what to say. Manny says, I joined your Discord. Thank you very much, man. I'm going to turn this TV down a little bit. I think that's a bit too loud. I do not have all the details on what happened. But it sounds awful. As they always do. The shootings. There was the shootout with the cops earlier where the guys had stolen a UPS truck. What was their plan? I don't know. I don't get it. Stealing a UPS truck, of all things. Yeah, that's a lot of guarding right there. Mira fainted. Oh, that's the random. Ooh, good thing I had this mantle on. Woo! Let's get out of this water. Got a Stygian Zinogre special arena quest for you when you get back. Sounds good, man. Let's definitely do that. I've heard that crime is actually going down all over the world. Crime and murder. I've heard that it's going down. But maybe it's the case that we're better than ever at reporting it. I don't know. Tried your Discord's politics section and is full of alt-right Zoomer memes. Yeah, I've seen that too, man. It gets pretty toxic in there. I don't know what to do. I could just shut the channel down. My original purpose for the politics channel has always been to have intellectual conversations and debates surrounding, maybe your political ideas or relevant political ideas. But the politics channel actually becomes kind of like this echo chamber for maybe the most fringe beliefs. And I think that's probably what happens in general. Like, if you get into, like, 4chan or something similar to 4chan, it's never, like, mainstream politics that takes over. It's always like, the most extreme versions of politics that takes over. I think it's just a thing that happens on the internet. Unless you restrict it, what I could do is I could go in there and I could be like, well, you're not allowed to say anything extreme. And then I guess I could do that, yeah. So I've thought about this. Funny you brought that up to me. God Terror Boy says, do you like the new weapon system for the Safi Siege? I'm debating it right now. We don't... So, he made it look very fun. But one thing I've learned over time from playing games is not to become overhyped for something until you've actually done it. Because you're setting yourself up for a loss if you're too excited. So I will wait to find out what the weapon system actually feels like in the end. To decide if I really like it. He's ready to be thrown into a wall. Oh wait, they don't know that. These are randoms. Oh no. Hopefully this sends him into the wall. Ah, it doesn't. Poke you in the face, man. We had a guy very early on in our Discord politics channel. He's gone now, but he was like super into like Nazi stuff, and it was really shocked me. I was like, really? But he's gone now. He left the server. I didn't really know what to do about him. Like, I could censor him, but I feel like he wins if I censor him. I don't know why. So I preferred to argue with them. I don't feel like censoring people is... Censoring people... I don't know. I don't really like censorship. I really don't. I think censorship's actually bad. I think often censoring people actually legitimizes their argument. It's like, no, it just means you won't entertain their argument or something like that. Or I've heard the position that when you debate with somebody who has a fringe idea, it like normalizes their idea. I've never agreed with that. Debates are hard to conduct. Most dumb booties think debating is them screaming their point over and over without giving a chance to speak. Well, yeah, and one of the things I realized was in the Discord, I was spending way too much time in that channel, the politics channel, trying to make sure that it was the way I wanted it to be and trying to have my own interesting conversations in there. I don't really do that anymore. I focus more on streaming. I should be playing games, is what I realized. So, yeah. We had another thing in the Discord that was actually very popular that I stopped doing so I could spend more time streaming as well. We had something called Church every Sunday where you could come in and join a voice channel with me, and we would talk about interesting, complicated problems. They would be kind of philosophical. They would be kind of ethical, moralistic. It wasn't actual. It wasn't like religious necessarily. Though one time we did have a guy come in and he's like, he was trying to like convert us all to Christianity. It was actually pretty funny. But yeah, those were actually pretty popular. And I had to stop them because I realized, oh my gosh, I'm spending hours doing this. I should be spending hours streaming. So I realized you have a very limited amount of time to be productive in a day, and you kind of have to focus all of your time into what you do best. And I think streaming is one of the things I do really well. Censor them, wink. There's a difference between censoring hateful crap and censoring people with legitimate arguments. Well, done it, that's the thing. People who you think have hateful arguments and hateful ideas, they don't agree with you. They think their ideas are logical and rational. And the question is, what do? Do you let them speak, or do you... This is a great question because it's actually part of a bigger conversation we're having in society in general, like a college, right? One of the big arguments is that, not big arguments, but one of the big things that has changed is you have all these college students who used to be considered liberal and open-minded and capable of, reasoning and, edginess maybe, but now they're all about safe spaces and, oh, you can't say that. Basically censorship is like the opposite of freedom of speech. They want to censor your thoughts and they want to censor what you have to say. But the thing is, you never really can censor people's thoughts. You just can't. It's why it's so ineffective to do, because not only do you fail to censor their thoughts, but now they don't respect you either. They go, okay, so this is the guy who is kind of tyrannical towards me. He'll tell me what to think, right? So I don't know how well censorship works. I don't think it works very well. I think it actually takes the people who have maybe the most fringe ideas and turns them into your enemy, is what it does, rather than having a real conversation about how do they reach their conclusions. Also, one of the things that I think that people on the left will really hate to hear, maybe college students or whatever, is maybe an idea or two actually, the reason why it sticks so well is because it has some truth to it. The world's kind of a nasty place, isn't it? Animals eating animals. Everyone dies of cancer and heart attack. At any moment, an asteroid could come out of the space and kill us all. That kind of stuff, right? So nature's not exactly a nice place. It's a really awful place. So if there's a political idea based on a very natural conclusion about the world, and it hurts your sensibilities, that doesn't mean you can just censor it. It might actually be true. And that would be, that's why you've got to have a conversation about it anyways. But yeah, and they don't want to. They don't want to. They'd rather censor. And I really don't think that works. I really don't think it works. I think you just create an enemy out of the person who would have otherwise, maybe you would have changed his mind or her mind, right? The person who you disagree with, maybe you would have changed their mind. Whoa, that's my phone going off. Let me mute. I am back. I'm waiting for a call from somebody who sent me the wrong item on eBay. That he wanted to have a talk with me about how to ship the item back because it's actually a very expensive item. But it wasn't him. It was somebody else who also mattered. Yeah, I had okay, well, let's not go into my phone calls. Let's talk about what we were talking about. Do you think there will be riots in the streets during and after the election in 2020? How bad will things be? Gosh, I don't know. People love to go and people love to protest in America. I feel like protests don't do that much either, by the way. Yeah, I agree with people's right to protest. I don't actually think protests have a big effect. For example, here's a great example. The pro-lifers have been going on their pro-life march for like 40 years or whatever it's been. Abortion's still legal. It's just, you actually have to vote people in who change to the laws if you want to remove something. And that's it. So the whole, people who go out and protest, I always think they're so ridiculous. It's like, you still only have one vote. You don't have two votes just because you protested. And then when you see a whole bunch of people out there protesting, the problem is the more and more protests you have, the less and less impact they have, because it's like, oh, another protest, like these are a dime a dozen. There's a new protest every day. So it doesn't matter what party, whether Republican or Democrat, you see the protest for. You think about the protests less. They're just almost like this pastime for people who have too much time on their hands. Think about all the product you could be making, but you're busy protesting. You know what I mean? Protesting doesn't make a product. Yeah, but we're going to get everyone to vote the way we want them to vote. Oh, no, the randoms lost. What a surprise. But yeah, protesting, I don't think it's as effective as people believe it is. In fact, I think it can actually be counterproductive for your political stance, because if you protest and it turns into a riot, civilized people see the riot and they go, oh, well, now I really don't like what they're trying to get me to do, or if you have a protest and you end up blocking the road, all the people whose day you just ruined, they probably don't care for you so much anymore either. And then what else? The protests just in general, they don't do anything. You just shout and get angry for a long time. Pro-lifers have their protests, pro-choicers have their protests, and nothing gets done. It doesn't matter. So a great question might be like, if you don't like who got elected in 2020, and undoubtedly somebody's going to be very disappointed. Anthony Tran says, Dookie, I gotta go. Catch you later. Thank you so much for that huge donation, Anthony Tran. Anthony Tran giving a $100 donation. You have a nice day, Anthony. Reza says, if I can marry Gameconomist, I should be able to. Says, what? What are you talking about? Arson says, is this Random Fridays? No, it's not Random Fridays, but nobody had a Stygian Zinogre quest posted, so I had to join some randoms, and then obviously we lost. We lost! It's kind of sad, isn't it? Let's go see if I have a Stygian Zinogre quest up over here.
Nothing will stop us.
I do not. Damn it. Terrorboy has departed. What? Does really nobody have Stygian? I'm surprised because nobody's even fighting. Did you guys see the terrorist attack in London? I did not. There's a terrorist attack in London. Oh, yeah, I think I heard about it, actually. Like a stabbing on a bridge or something like that. London bridge attack hero who fought terrorists with fire extinguisher named. London bridge terrorist Usman Khan is buried in family village in Pakistan. Jesus. After UK backlash. Man. I don't know, man. People resorting to violence for something that probably could be solved civilly. The whole point of a civilization is that you're supposed to be civil. That's the whole point. Alright, I'm going to respond to SOS again because nobody's posting Stygian. That's the whole point of being in a civilization, is to be civil. And, I don't know why you'd throw your life away just to stab somebody or shoot somebody in a Walmart. It's not worth it. Go have a cookie or something. Go jerk off. You know what I mean? Death Black says, I have Stygian, but it crashed. Oh, I'm sorry. That sucks, man. Whoa, a lot of people have these Stygian special arenas. Let's join one of those. Failed to join. Oh, there's one. Woo, we're joining Blade. It's a little Joker. How's it going? He's got the good quest. Nice, man. Gameconomist, do you have a Stygian investigation? I do, but it's like Stygian and Tigrix at the same time, and I hate those, the double investigations. Those are always such a big waste of time, they are. Encore says, they want to impeach Trump? What are your thoughts about it? My thoughts have always been that they can't impeach Trump. In order to impeach a president, you have to have the House and the Senate voting together in unison. The Republicans control the Senate, which means that even though Congress, which is controlled by the Democrats, even though they can choose to try to impeach Trump, it's going to be blocked in the Senate. So it's not going to happen. So all the news media and everyone getting all hyped for like, oh, we're going to impeach Trump, it just can't be done. It doesn't matter if you're Democrat, Republican, or what your feelings are on it. It can't happen. So mostly what they're going to do now is present a case that Donald Trump's a really bad guy and that he's broken all the rules and he's a traitor because they need you to dislike him because they're going to try and defeat him in election. That's their goal now. I think at this point they're sure that they're not going to convince the Republican Party to vote to get rid of Donald Trump. The other thing is, let's say he was impeached. It's not necessarily that his presidency ends. It gets handed over to his vice president, Pence. So Mike Pence takes over, and we still have a Republican president. I think that the Democrats, Nancy Pelosi originally said, we don't want to impeach Donald Trump. That was her original position, was that it would be a bad political move to try and impeach him. I'm still of that belief. I don't think this was a smart move for the Democrats. I think the Democrats, I don't know, it's like a hate campaign, and it's going to make a lot of Republicans become very entrenched in their position. They're not going to question their position anymore. And then you have people, the swing voters, who are the most important. If the swing voters begin to see the impeachment as a sort of very complicated media coup, this could be very damaging for the Democratic Party. It's just, I don't think it was a good strategy. And I think with so much time having passed with the coverage of the impeachment, I think people are super bored of the impeachment. It's so boring. I mean, you guys are listening to me talk about it, and it's got to be somewhat boring. It is the most boring thing in the news right now. And B, it's just, I just don't think that it's, all this time has passed, and it doesn't seem like anything has come out of it. It doesn't. So I don't understand. I just feel that, they could have done other things and been more effective. Their ultimate goal has to be to defeat him. That's their job. Their job is to win election. And I think they would have done better to focus on maybe more of their own solutions and getting people to say, hey, these new solutions really are a good idea for you. Here's why. But they have all this negativity, and it just looks bad because it's riding off of the heels of the Russia investigation, which turned into nothing, right? They're like, he's definitely getting impeached because of Russia. He's a traitor. Well, they're riding this new impeachment off of the heels of the Russian investigation, Russian collusion investigation, and it actually does start to look a little bit like a media coup when you do that. Election should be a fight to the death. That's right. On guard. I challenge you to a duel. Nancy Pelosi slaps Donald Trump in the face. We shall duel at dawn with pistols. Dems pushing a conspiracy for 4 years and it's destroyed their credibility. Well, I think that's the danger that they risked. Not just them, but the media as well. The media begins to look like a tool for the Democrat Party, and this was really bad for the media because now they're no better than Fox News. Everyone kind of knew Fox News was just an arm of the conservative party, and the thing is, magazines like Washington Post, New York Times, CNN, ABC, NBC. Yeah, all of them work very hard to try and make themselves sound impartial and like they're the normal ones, but now you don't really think they're the normal ones, do you? You're like, no, you guys are just as crazy as Fox News, is what it turns out. Oh, nice job. Am I going to get knocked off? I do get knocked off. That's so weird how that works. Whee! There you go. Nice to see a pretty full stream today. Yeah, we got 400 viewers. So we're doing the Lance, and the Lance is feeling fine. I think we were looking in it. It was a case that the Stygian Zinogre Lance is a better option than the Valhazak Lance for dragon damage. I'm not American, but I thank God for Trump because he red-pilled the world on how corrupt the media is. I have to agree with that. When he first came out and he said, what do you call it, fake news, I thought that he was actually a sort of like, how do you describe it? He was like this tyrannical fascist politician who was trying to gain control of the media. But then more time passed and a bunch of issues happened. The Jussie Smollett, the Catholic kids who were accused of attacking the Indian guy, and then just the constant coverage on Donald Trump definitely colluded with Russia, Russia collusion, over and over again, and then all of this impeachment. And by the end of it, I feel like the news media is definitely biased. It's just all of them, CNN, ABC, NBS, all of them are super biased. They're playing a propaganda game, is how I feel. It's all propaganda. Fox News is propaganda as well. I'm not saying it's not. They're all propaganda. Oh, nice. He went right into the trap. Get in that trap. I'm a little scared. Okay, he got poopy. But yeah, so that's how I feel about the news media and everything. I really have... I'd rather watch Ethan Klein on H3H3. At least I know he's just a comedian. How's it going to Alice Prospero? Koi Ko says Trump was the best choice. Either Hillary or Bernard was the other choice. Yeah. Yeah. She cheated, man. She cheated in the middle of the elections. She cheated to, with the DNC to get rid of Bernie Sanders because whatever reason, the DNC and Hillary don't like. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I didn't even realize we were standing on it. Ah, damn it. Don't you hate being sent down here? Alright, let's grab this one right here. She cheated, man. She cheated in the middle of the election. It's like, how could you be more corrupt? How could you be more corrupt? You're openly cheating. And it's just, man, it creeped the... When that happened, I was done. I was like, no, she can't be president. There's no way. You can't reward that. You can't reward somebody with cheating in the elections. It was the primaries, right? That's what they call it. The primaries are where the Democrats compete amongst each other for a chance for the presidency. That's what she was cheating in. And the Russian hackers, although people are saying that they might have been Chinese hackers or something else, what they did is they exposed that she was cheating, and the Democrats treat this as like this big attack on our democracy. But you know what? I've had so much time to think about it. Knowing the truth is not an attack on freedom. Knowing the truth about your politicians is not... Like, if Donald Trump was cheating in the elections, I would want to know that too, right? So I almost feel like thanking the person who hacked her emails and showed us what was really happening. You should never be mad for knowing things, knowing the truth about what your politicians are doing. You know what I mean? So that's my feelings on it. At first when it happened, I was like, oh man, I can't believe America's under attack in the middle of our elections, right? That's how I first felt about it. But like, time has gone by and I'm like, god damn, I'm glad that we have people who are capable of exposing our lying, cheating politicians, because I want to know which of them are honest. Nothing worse than somebody in power who's also, corrupt, I guess, a liar. It's a really bad thing. And she had all of her own investigations and all that other stuff. I always thought all that stuff was fake. The whole, Benghazi, I was like, why do the Republicans care so much about Benghazi? But then when I found out she like physically destroyed mobile phones that she had during the investigation, she like took a hammer to them and destroyed them. She physically destroyed servers where she had her information on. When I realized that wasn't just like a talking point, it actually happened, I was like, what? Did that really happen? It was really bad. It's like, that's why they're so upset about it. That's why they're so like focused on it. She was a super bad candidate, Hillary Clinton. I think that Donald Trump probably could have lost to like just any other candidate. I think there's a good chance he could have lost to Bernie Sanders. I think the young people liked Bernie Sanders, and we hadn't had as much of a conversation about whether or not we want to increase the levels of socialism in America. So I think he had a real serious chance of defeating Donald Trump, but instead they chose Hillary, and Hillary turned out to be this corrupt politician. God, she was awful. Nothing about her inspires me to greatness. Is sort of just... she makes me want to get away from her, is what she makes me feel. She creeps me out, man. Isn't Bernie Sanders the guy with the most integrity? Yeah, sort of. I would say he is. He's a very consistent politician, and people really like this because we're so used to being lied to or promises not being fulfilled by our politicians. So he's been very consistent in his positions. He doesn't seem like somebody who's just opportunistically staking a position on a political idea that people are agreeing with now. So a lot of the politicians, for example, Hillary Clinton, they were not very socialist at all in the past. They were actually a lot more about the free market, big banks, stuff like that, right? They would be. Oh, it's funny. Hillary Clinton today would probably be treated like she's a Republican almost, and Bernie Sanders really was very, very, very pro-socialism. He even said, "I'm a socialist," right? And he's been that way the whole time. But then you have all these other politicians basically jumping on the bandwagon. It just looks less impressive. You know what I mean? Let's talk about monsters. That's right, Stygian Zinogre. Let's talk about him. He is a big Zinogre who does dragon damage. Come here, Stygian Zinogre. He's a communist who sells books. Well, it's ironic too because he's actually quite wealthy. I think that's what people say. They're like, yeah, but you have money. I think Bernie Sanders' positions were actually useful for America though, because it made you have to examine, like, well, what responsibilities, financial responsibilities, do massive corporations have in our society? I think the other question is, are our corporations becoming monopolistic or too monopolistic? So even if you don't agree with him on the amount of taxes he wants, or ideas like free universal health care or whatever, or maybe like free education, even if you don't agree with him on those issues, I think we're having a conversation about those issues and people are deciding what they want, you know what I mean? Which is really important. I have some Stygian quests, but they're one faint. Oh no. We'll have to have feline insurance and feline safeguard. Would you compare his speed to Odegarin? I think he's more like Teostra. I think that Stygian Zinogre reminds me more of Teostra. I think that would be a better description of him. He's got all of the Dracophage bugs that come out and they explode, very similar to Teostra's black powder. Very similar in that regard. Are you doing a help stream soon? I can't get this gosh dang horse for the Rajang quest. The Rajang quest? Oh, you mean Kieran? Gosh, we're so busy with the Stinky Zinogre weapons. I don't know if I'll be doing any help streams soon, but maybe I should. Carpet Bombing says, with the upcoming PlayStation 5 release, do you think that we will have a new Monster Hunter game, or the franchise will go back to Nintendo? The franchise will definitely not go back to Nintendo Switch. Basically, Monster Hunter's huge success on the other consoles is a very serious issue for Nintendo, because Nintendo, I don't know if they're holding on to any other third-party exclusives, but if they are, those third-party exclusive developers are taking a look at what just happened with Capcom's Monster Hunter and they're scratching their chins and going, I wonder if we should also do this. So Capcom's Monster Hunter World is its highest selling product to date, and they did that by leaving the Nintendo. So this is very dangerous for Nintendo to have something like that occur. And hopefully with the next generation of consoles, Nintendo is thinking about really getting its hands dirty and competing more closely with the Xbox and the PlayStation. They've been doing their live service for a little while now. They've probably learned a lot from that. So I think they're ready to kind of, evolve and get much closer to the other consoles. I think they have to. There's a huge market of old people now, boomers, right, who are playing games. I mean, games came out in the 80s. Well, it's 2020. That's like 40 years. So there's older people playing games. We don't all want to play Kitty Mario, Kitty Pokemon. We want to play older people games, adult games. And Nintendo, if they miss out on that market, is to their own, loss, I guess. They don't have to, because they're here. They know all about games. They got the capital. Oh, I'm joining again, Blade. Man, that's a nice quest. Let's talk about Safajiva. It's a Smog ripoff, and we only get a small fight right now. I noticed that Safajiva's design is very Western, I guess. Yeah, he does not... Zenigeva looked really unique. He had a really crazy, weird design. Whereas Safajiva, he looks exactly like something that you might expect out of Dragon Age or The Hobbit, I guess. You know, Smaug. He looks very much like a Western dragon. And so far, I don't have any problem with that necessarily. But I think it's a little bit sad that we're not adult Zenigeva. We don't get to see him ever again. He's not going to look like himself ever again because it was kind of a cool. He was a weird designed monster, wasn't he? Let's go ahead and choose forge equipment, weapons, and let's play with the insect glaive. Stygian Zinogre insect glaive. What is going on? Slinger ammo 3 will give you ammo for 2 flint shots. Nice. That's very cool, actually. Slinger ammo 3 will give you ammo for 2 flint shots. Can you bring it down lower? Can it be slinger ammo 2? I might write that down, actually. All right. The Wii had Resident Evil 4, very adult. We crafted the insect glaive, right? Jump over here, set decorations. Vitality. We'll drop this and make it handicraft again. Though power prolonger would be nice, I think. Earplugs, thunder attack, agitator. We'll go agitator. Or attack. Didn't we do attack? Here it is, attack boost. Alright, we're ready. Sorry, guys. Safjiva looks amazing. I can't wait to see his full fight. The Zinogre Lance looks fugly. Really? Neil Mercy says the next event, which is Asian themed, is in January or February. It starts January 24th, I believe. HARPG says sometimes old and classic stuff is all you need. Insect Glaive is like a longsword without any of the damage, says Tiny Tenor. Tiny, you would be surprised. I kind of agree with you. Yanwar says, damn, January's still 1 month away. I want this now. Lunar Festival is this month. The Alien Festival is in January. That's right. Lunar Festival starts soon. How's the gym life going? I've been talking about buying a piece of exercise equipment pretty soon. What do you guys think about that? We have a snack fund, but no exercise fund. What does that tell you? That's not good. Let's have a hot drink. As a PC player, nothing seems to excite me about Iceborne from what I have seen so far. Shouldn't have Capcom been more ambitious about this DLC? What do you think? Shouldn't Capcom have been more ambitious? I think it depends on Core. It depends because we don't really know what their future plans for this expansion is. Maybe they intend to support it much longer, much better than they did the base game, right? So the base game had all this bonus content in it, right? And maybe their plan is, maybe they did work really hard on a ton of content, and their goal now is to give that off to a support team of developers to roll out for us over the next year, while the main team works on the next title. So we don't really know internally what they work on, what they do. I think probably what I'm missing most from Iceborne is no Extreme Behemoth-esque monster. We need a monster more difficult than Extreme Behemoth. They said that Iceborne was going to be more difficult than the base game. For the average player, this is true. For the average player, there's going to be aspects of Iceborne that are more difficult. Where's White? Oh, the White's in the tail, huh? Yeah, for the average player, some aspects of Iceborne are really difficult. Oh, right, you just do this now, don't you? He got me. Oh, he did hit him. Nice. But yeah, so I think that for some players, the average player, some aspects of this is more difficult than the base game. However, when you get down to the most difficult monster in the fight, I think that is sad. Iceborne doesn't really have a very difficult monster, and they need to. The sooner they fix this, the sooner people will, I think, feel more satisfied by it. But they're not done supporting it, so we just have to wait and see what they do next. How are your frames so good on Xbox? Mine are crap. My frames are good? I didn't think they were that good. Oh my god. I grabbed him. Woo! And he's down. Nice job, everyone. I like to... Oh, I think that was KO. It was, yeah. There's white. Oh. Oh, come on, we're getting red. There it is. Woo! Let's go ahead and heal. I barely see you cart in Iceborne when I see you cart all the time back in the base game. Oh, maybe I've gotten better. That's good. You're supposed to get better if you play the game a lot. Also, one of the things that was happening in my live streams in the past was I was learning a lot of weapons that I was not very good with. So when I first started playing the base game, I pretty much only used the heavy bowgun, and bowguns play very differently from melee weapons. You guys know that. Bowguns have shield, heavy bowgun has a shield, right? So you can always play kind of very safe, very, very careful. And so when I moved over to learning the melee weapons, you guys were kind of observing me while I was getting good with melee weapons, right? So yeah, heavy bowguns, if you want to play like a noob with a heavy bowgun, you actually can. There's easy ways to play like a noob. The melee weapons, you can't do this as much. Melee weapons, you actually kind of have to know what the monster, you know, like the monster's attacks patterns. Yeah. Like, where does this hit zone go? So yeah, when I first started streaming over there, you guys were watching me get good. Ah, how did that not grab? That's, oh, there it goes. It did grab. And he threw me off. But actually, I think we finished it. Did I dodge it? I thought I dodged it. Did you ever ask your wife why she married you? It's my good looks and my humor and charm. Let's grab this real fast. Oh, damn. I know that feeling. I'm doing that now. Wait, when did you get good? Well, I didn't get that good. I got better. Does that help, Tim? You were told to get good, and you did. Good job. Thanks, Arson. I'm definitely better than I was. I'm not like some master of the game, but I'm much better than I used to be. Get out of here, you monkey squirrel. Where am I? I don't know where I'm at. Am I on his head? I am on his head. I should have tried to throw him into the wall. You can't even see where you're at because he flips around so damn much. He's got it. Nice job. I frickin' soloed this thing and hated it. Kieran, one word, patience. Haha, hit when you can, dodge when you can. With Kieran, what I like to do is bring anti-paralysis. Is one of the only monsters where I bring paralysis defense, because if Kieran paralyzes you in the fight, which he actually can do that very fast, people underestimate how easy he can paralyze, right? And if he does that, you're pretty much dead at that point. So that's his deadliest move. You would think that his deadliest move is like one of his electrical attacks, but if you fight him a lot, you eventually learn to just kind of outspace his electrical moves and kind of attack when you can. It's when you randomly get hit by one of the lower damage paralysis moves that actually, they come out fairly fast. That's the thing, right? So he's got paralysis attacks that come out freaking fast as hell. Wow, this guy doesn't really attack the air too much. I'm not having too much trouble jumping over him. Parts broken. And we grabbed him again. Wait, he says, how do you feel about motorsports? There we go. I do not enjoy any sport, including motorsports. I like video games. I would probably watch a video game tournament, but I do not watch any sports. No baseball, no football, no basketball, no soccer. Yeah, I don't watch any of that stuff. For the same reason I don't go to the movie theaters. You know why I don't go to the movie theaters? Because why would I go to the movie theater when I could be playing Monster Hunter World? Simple. Simple, simple. Should be playing Monster Hunter World all day, every day. I think the only other thing I do at this point, other than eating and showering and going to bed, the only other thing I do is collect Pokemon cards. Almost all of my time is spent with this game and Pokemon cards now. Dracophage bug. I got me a Dracophage. Do you think Pokemon with Monster Hunter gameplay is fun? Pokemon with Monster Hunter gameplay? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Is it captured? Nice job. Never got paralyzed, just KO'd. Oh, okay, so if you're having trouble with the KO's not complicated either. Kieran's physical attacks appear to deal very high KO, especially his back kick. Also, if you become Thunder Blighted, you get KO'd, like in one move you'll be KO'd. So you are just not allowed to, don't let yourself be Thunder Blighted. If you have below 20 Thunder Resist, which is silly if you do against him in that fight. I mean, unless you're like a speedrunner. Speedrunners don't care, but you should care. So you get above 20 Thunder, and then you can't be Blighted. But if you are going to be Blighted, you just always have no berry, so the moment you're Blighted, you eat, and then you keep attacking him. Yeah, because if you fight him while Blighted, he'll eventually get a lucky shot on you, and you'll be KO'd, and he'll deal a ton of damage. Carpet Bomber says, so you would not go to watch that Monster Hunter movie then? Well, I will be watching the Monster Hunter movie just so that I can do my review of the movie. I think that'll be a lot of fun. Anbu says, but do you watch movies? I mostly do not watch movies. I very rarely watch movies. Pokemon Central says, yeah, Pokemon cards. I love Pokemon cards. We got so many cards. Kago Fort says, it's crazy. I love playing with Insect Glaive until I played with the Longsword. Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of that. You've got a few weapons that are kind of similar to each other in attack speed. That would be the Insect Glaive, the Switch Axe, and the Longsword. The Longsword ends up winning because it has the most interesting attacks. Foresight Slash, Helm Splitter. Oh, right, Sword and Shield probably could be thrown in there. Maybe Dual Blades could be thrown in there, but the Longsword. It's Spirit Slash, it's EI Spirit Slash, it's got the Foresight Slash, it's got the Helm Splitter, it's got the Fade Slash. There's so much going on with the Longsword that's really interesting, and it just feels a little bit like the other weapons don't keep up as much. Twitch posted quest. Is it available now? Is this the one he posted? Sarah? How's it going, Sarah? I only like the Monster Hunter movie if the world gets destroyed. The Monster Hunter movie starts out with the U.S. military involved. Oh, it's going to be so good. It's going to be so dumb. I collect Gundam models for my hobbies. That's very cool. Saw Cruz says, that was my last question. What? I missed your last question. Where is it? Saw Cruz. Let's see. And I don't see it. I might have missed it. Carpet Bombing says, I'm kind of skeptical about the Monster Hunter movie. Paul Anderson and his wife, Mila Jovovich, are in it. They already massacred the Resident Evil before. Yeah, I feel the same way. Sarah, I just realized this is a 2-person quest. I'm actually going to back out. I'm sorry, Sarah. Backing out of that. I don't like to do 2-person. I like to do 4 people so that we get as many people as possible in here. So I only pick up 4 people quests, and I only join 4 people quests. Unless I'm really desperate. Happens on a rare occasion. Okay, material items. Oh, come on, back out of here. Oh my god, I do this every time. Click the buttons too fast. I love the destruction of cards, says Iron Tusk. Did you guys find that fun? We did, so I don't know if you guys probably don't care. Everyone watching probably doesn't care about Pokemon cards. Some people do, but so on my other channel, my TheGameconomist channel, we were opening Pokemon cards up last night, and I did something new that I'd never done before. We played card roulette, where I took an unopened pack of cards and I cut it in half, not knowing what's inside. So what's fun about this is there could be actually a very rare card inside, like maybe maybe there's a Charizard inside or something like that, but you wouldn't know until after you cut it open, right? So we cut the whole pack in half, destroying all the cards, and that was a lot of fun. I think people actually got a kick out of that. Yeah, it was kind of scary too. It was scary for me. I was like, God, I hope there's nothing good in here. Yeah, it was pack roulette. What do you think about Safajiva? I think Safajiva is Jeff. My name's Jeff. I think Namiel is the most visually pleasing monster. What do you think? No, I'm more into Kolv I'm into big girls. He cut a freaking card. She tried to take you on a date. Who tried to take me on a date? Oh, he said it was my last quest. I'm sorry. Did I read that wrong? My bad. Oh, he said that was my last quest. I thought you... I read it totally wrong, Saul. I'm sorry. So dumb. Can you show me the materials required for rank 12 Stygian Zinogre weapons? Yeah, so I don't need to show you the material. I can just tell you how to obtain the material. You need to get into the Guiding Lands, and you need to get into a tempered Zinogre fight in the Guiding Lands. He has the materials that you're looking for. Did you end up cutting anything good? Luckily, with the pack that I cut in half, there were no full arts. There were 2 decent hollows, and those would have been worth about $2. So, I mean, you get your money back, basically, on the pack a little bit, and I destroyed that. So I threw away $2, basically, is what I did. But if it had been a full art, I might have thrown away even like $10 or $20, depending on the full art. And the worst case scenario is there's a Charizard in there, like a full art Charizard, and I cut him in half. That would be really, really bad, because I would have lost like $100, essentially. Man, I keep getting crappy Stinky Zinogre investigations. Yeah, I don't seem to have any good ones either. You made me cringe when you cut the pack in half, but it also made me excited at the same time. Oh man. Oh no. How long has this stream been going on? An hour and 45? That's pretty good. Do you watch Max Mofo Pokemon? I've watched a few of the Pokemon card channels to get a sense of what they do that people enjoy. I don't consistently watch any of them. I don't recognize that name, Max Mofo, so the answer is no. But I took a little bit of time to do some research and understand why people like to watch Pokemon cards. The channel I ended up liking the most, by the way, was TCA Gaming. He does a lot of... I think he treats the cards more like an investment, and that's how I'm treating them as well. That's the enjoyment I get out of them, is I treat them more as like a collectible investment. Don View says, it never ceases to confuse me that people pay so much money for rare cards. Dude, they pay really big money for those rare cards. One of the reasons why they pay so much money is you can actually track how rare a card is. So what happens is, and maybe people would understand this better, what happens is you send a card in to be graded by a professional grading company, and there's one company everyone uses, is PSA. Everyone's using PSA. Some people send their card off to another one called BGS, because you can get an even higher difficult grade to obtain, called Pristine rather than Gem Mint. So it's really just the two, BGS and PSA. Those are the two companies. And those companies, what they do is they create a database of what cards have been successfully graded. So you know exactly how many of those cards are graded, right? So let's talk about one of the cards I would really like to have is a Dark Magneton First Edition holographic. There's only like 13 of them in the world. Another one, how about First Edition Sabrina's Gengar? There's only like 65 of them in the world at PSA 10, a perfect grade. So you get an idea of how many of the cards are actually available, and once you realize this, the price starts to make a lot more sense, right? So if there's only 65 of a card, it's not really that shocking that it sells for $1,000 at that point. You're like, well, there's probably definitely more than 65 people who like Pokemon, right? It's probably like a couple million people like Pokemon. And in fact, this is why I think that the price of the cards is actually heavily undervalued. This is because people don't understand the grading system. They don't understand how rare some of the cards are yet. And the sooner people figure out how rare these cards really are, you'll see the price actually shift up on them. And so that's why I've purchased quite a few of them at this point. I've purchased quite a few of them, and I'm just going to sit on them. And I expect them to move up faster, or at least as fast as I might have gotten capital gains in the stock market. It's already happened, actually, if you didn't know that. Some of the cards I purchased have significantly gone up in value since I started purchasing them just 4 months ago. Please watch Max Mofo has Super Chaotic. I probably won't have time. I actually don't watch a lot of YouTubers, ever. If I'm watching a YouTuber, it's almost exclusively to do research. I don't really watch YouTube channel. I don't really watch them to enjoy their content. But I'll take a look at him just to question why you like him so much. How about that? Some pooble. You love the Zinogre theme? It's pretty cool. How about that new Sephijiva? My name's Jeff. How about the new Sephijiva theme with the choir? There's an actual choir. I love it. Sounded really good. I bet you, oh, what's her name? Oh, I can't remember her name now. As a Monster Hunter YouTuber who I really enjoy her style. Her name is... It's not Wes. What's her name? I can't remember her name now. She does strictly no commentary in her videos. You guys know who I'm talking about, right? Why can't I remember her name? It's like, it's on the tip of my tongue, but it's not coming out. She always posts the OSTs after they come out. I've thought about doing that, but I don't want to actually try and take any of her views away. But yeah, she always posts the OSTs, so I'll probably have to check that out sometime later. Safajev, that's right, his real name, Safajev. Weiss. Yeah, it's Weiss, not Wes. God. Did I say Wes? I must have said Wes. It's Weiss Gaming, and she often... She doesn't do voice commentary. She does a lot of non-voice commentary videos. If it's a she, I don't actually know if it's a she or a he. But yes, so she always posts the soundtrack to the game, and it's pretty funny. I'm sure she's already probably gathered the theme for the Safajiva fight at this point, because it's such a good sounding theme. Oh, there we go. Yellow. I'm sorry. Yellow's the one we need. And we'll jump down here. Yeah, I'm bad with names, if you guys didn't know that about me. I'm terrible with names, actually. I remember ideas really well. Names, not so much. That's a dude. That's why there's no commentary. It says low bro migo. It might be a dude. I don't. Like I said, I don't actually know. Does anyone know? I've heard rumors it's a girl. It's a dude. That's why there's no commentary. What? I got hit by that? Go ahead and heal. I should start an insect glaive for my Monster Hunter character. I should mount this guy is what I should do. What do you think of that? Oh my god, Ebony Yoda Garen's here. God, I hate the multi-monster fights. They're so bad. First Shrieking Legiana, now Ebony Yoda Garen. It's too much RNG. I just want to fight the actual monster. There's no way for you to be so good that you're going to be dodging both Ebony Yoda Garen, who you can't see half the time because your screen doesn't have room for both monsters, and Stinky Zinogre at the same time. So you just end up getting roared by them, or you end up getting hit by them, and it's super annoying. I'm KO'd. Is Weiss a girl, or like me, a girl, guy in real life? I do not know. I do not know. What's the best weapons right now? Hammer, greatsword, bow, longsword? The best weapon is going to be the spread heavy bowgun. If you're talking about damage, it's the spread heavy bowgun. Long shelling 6 gun lance. It's not the highest damage, but that's the best gun lance. For the greatsword, it's going to be the acidic glaive greatsword. For the hammer, it's going to be the acidic glaive greatsword. I'm sorry, for the hammer, it's going to be the acidic glaive hammer. See, I said that wrong. For the light bowguns, it's going to be sticky ammo with the Raging light bowgun. For the insect glaives, I don't know. For the lance, I would probably run the Nergi lance. I think the Nergi lance is really nice just because the lances also have to worry about having enough. Well, I don't know, because you can actually run acidic glaive. It gets more complicated with the lance. It gets more complicated with the lance. It gets more complicated with the insect glaive, right? Weapons that can attack fast, but in general, I think that you're still mostly using raw weapons for a lot of these mid-speed weapon fights, right? So you can go... Ooh, nice. That's a good boulder drop. Oh, because he set the trap under it. Duh. What's the heck? Is this... He's not moving, huh? Is he exhausted? What's going on? Are we lagged out? What's going on here? I think we're lagging out. What do you guys think? You think there's us lagging out right here? I think it is. Chad Matthew says, get a job. Hope all is well. How's it going? Quick. Thanks for the donation. Is the Stygian heavy bowgun any good? The Stygian heavy bowgun is not bad. It's not as good as the Loyal Thunder, though, if that's what you're wondering. Insect glaives are pretty lackluster in my case. I suck booty with them. I'm much better with heavy bowgun, charge blade, greatsword, and hammer. Here, let's go over here. He wants to drop the boulder on top of him. Whee! Whew. All right. I'm sorry. This fight's kind of got me distracted. What were we talking about? Have you ever had something in the game happen that just kind of washes all your memories? Are any of the Stygian weapons overpowered? Oh, that's right. I was going through this. I was talking about all of the best weapons for each of the weapon classes. I think that's what I was talking about. I think what you see with a lot of weapon classes is more elemental setups for if you're trying to deal optimized damage output, which is good. I was saying that's what Iceborne needed. But there's also a lot of really solid raw damage builds as well that are very powerful. For example, the heavy bowguns, not only do they do really well with the spread, but they're still good for cluster bombs. Cluster bombs are still in. I thought cluster bombs were out because they nerfed the reserves on them, but it's just not true because we have true spare shot now. True spare shot's giving you a little bit of those reserves back. Not a crazy amount, but some of them, yeah. And then also, you know, you can still use your wyvern ammo. Oh my god. Boop. Oh, and we need our... He's ready to go. Oh, maybe not. There we go. I was wondering when we were going to get them out. I knew we had to be close. Get them, boys! Oh, that didn't hit. Hunting Horn is a freaking guitar. This is where a mod should link in the vid. When the best dragon elemental bow, and I swear to God, what are you guys talking about? Main Glaive user here. It took a long time for me to do air juggles to really start flying. Air juggles? I'll give you an air juggle. I got an air juggle for you right here, buddy. Joke weapons are announced. That's right. We got the turkey leg coming. I'm so excited for the leg. God, the drumstick. It looks so good. Whee! Are we capturing? What's going on? Nice job. That's exactly what I was coming in to help you with. Either Dragon Bone or Val Bow for Dragon. Insect Glaive. Oh, Insect Glaive! Frankie says, Guy asked if you did a vid for the latest dev diary. I did actually. I did actually do a video on the latest developer diary. It's on my channel. It's in my live streams. We did I live streamed my reaction to it, and we talked briefly about what we observed while it was running. Don View says turkey leg. That's right. In one of the developer diaries, they revealed that we will be getting a turkey leg hammer. I think it was a hammer. Chad Matthew says it's Dragon Bone Tree level 2 top tier until Sevajiva Siege rendition of a bow. But the best dragon bow is the Dragon Bone. Sorry to say, man, LMAO. I've heard that's not true. I've heard that it depends on how weak that monster you're fighting is to dragon damage. So let's say you're fighting a monster weak to dragon damage. That doesn't mean that he has very good dragon damage hit zones, right? So if his hit zones are really good for dragon damage, then you would probably go Dragon Bone bow. But let's say his hit zones are actually quite poor for dragon damage, then you would probably want something like the Val bow or now the Stygian bow. All right, let's see what we got next. I'll tell you what we have next. We have Stygian Zinogre. Let's go craft a Stygian Zinogre weapon. A Stinky Zinogre weapon. Which of his weapons are meta? I think that he does have some meta weapons, but they are meta by a very small smidge. And you have to fight monsters who are weak to dragon damage in order for it to make sense. For example, Fan's Perspective was saying that the new Charge Blade was meta. And I'm betting that's for like a particular fight where the monster takes good damage from dragon. So look, you get 360 dragon damage. Stygian Maledicta. Oof, what a name. What a name, man. Maledicta. Equip now? Yes. I'll equip your mom. Your mom. Let's do some Sade spam with it, okay? Because I'm not going to play as Savage Axe. I'm just going to spam Sade. It'll be fun. You guys will go, oh, that is a very Sadey spam. Here's Charge Blade. This'll work. Wait, no it won't. That's a terrible build. This'll work. What is this? Raging Beast Blade? That's such a big looking... That's a giant looking Charge Blade, man. Not Donovan. Mary Crimmin. You better watch Max Mo Foe. Thanks, man. Jump over here. Brimstrand. Drake Claw. Here we are. We missing anything? Yeah, we're missing a level of focus. Let's get that focus. Focus, focus, focus. It's Charger, right? Elementless. Magazine. We have magazine, right? Yeah, we do. Wait, do we? Yeah, we do. Okay. Really? Where am my charger? Here it is. Nope, 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 wait. We already have 2 in the helmet. Oh, here we go. Here's 1. Alright, there we go. Focus 3. Vitality Guard 4, which is fine. I have the KO charm. That's a weird choice. I don't think I agree with that. This is obviously not a meta build right here. This is not a meta build, to be completely clear on that. For those of you who are wondering. Oh, I see. I'm just going to... Well, what am I going to do? We have guard 4 already. We really don't need guard 4. I don't think I want to mess with the build too much. Actually, I don't care for the offensive guard even. The guard 4 comes from the armor. That's what's going on. Guard 4 is coming from the armor. Got it. Well, I tell you what, we're just going to play it from here. Terrible build, everyone. Don't copy this build. Alright. We'll join the optional quest. It's Wellix. It depends on if you have the right decorations. Learn the heaviness of heavy bowgun. That's just me. I started playing a month ago. Currently high rank. Jang bow is the best thunder bow when you have affinity booster active. Just have to be able to kill a thing within 2 minutes. That's all you got to do. You just have to be able to kill it within 2 minutes. You have 4 vitality. Thank you. Let me get rid of 1. In fact, I did. Thank you. I wouldn't mind dropping these off too. Alright. Some weakness exploit, some crit. I mean, we're going to lose our sharpness right away, unfortunately. Either way. Is Rajang good thunder damage? Not really good thunder damage. It's good. It's very good raw damage. Trying to grind for the WSS shaft. I don't know what that is. There is obscenely high thunder cap. I don't think so. Where do you get the last Stygian Zinogre material? You get it from the Tundra region in the Guiding Lands. You have to kill a tempered Zinogre in the Guiding Lands. Yeah. It's funny, there's so much information in this game, I forget how much I actually know and how, you know, a lot of people still don't know this little bit of information, but you need to get in there and you need to kill tempered Zinogre. Feel dumb for having not eaten a meal. Let's have our rock steady mantle. Really? Did that just happen? I did not mean to use that. Can't actually see what's going on. Only dealing 97, that's not good. Yeah, it's just a bad build. Do you think the new Safi weapons have the potential to break the meta apart? Yeah, I do actually think that it has plenty of potential to do that, and it kind of concerns me because... Oh, there's the rocks wasted. It kind of concerns me because... You know, we learned so much about the current meta, only to have it replaced right away. That's what I'm worried about. Oh, we got him. Whoa, that was good spacing. Alright, here comes. Boink! Ree! Get him, boys! Oh, is it gonna land? Yes! Oh my god, I'm getting so much better with the charge blade. Alright, let's go ahead and... I think that was my last hop. Woo! Let's go ahead and take this off. Alright, temporal mantle's out of here. Next time I mess up, I mess up. I thought that he was attacking, he wasn't. It's actually hard to guard point him because I don't really know when he's landing a move on me. Oh good, some of it landed. Alright, we gotta recharge the shield. God, I missed both of that. I didn't mean to do that. Alright, the files are charged. You must be this tall to ride. Somebody's mounted him. Honestly, I won't use the Shara weapons 24/7 as I still love some of the other weapons and fun builds. Alright, he's coming down. Let's try and give him a KO. Have we KO'd him once? I don't think we KO'd him. Oops, he kind of stood up off of those files. Oh, I thought that would give me orange. I guess it didn't. Ouch! We just got smacked. He's getting wall flinched. Wall shotted. Dude! That's plenty of damage. For the Sage spam, I noticed it's really important to land the melee if you want to deal all of your damage. If you miss the melee, you really do miss out on a lot of damage. So the Sage spam is so dependent on your spacing and timing. You just got to do it right. Is it possible to eat bleach? Because I drink bleach. I just want to know if you can eat it. You can, and it is delicious. Everyone knows this. How do you not know this? Alright, so that move's really punishable. Woo! And that is KO, guys. I think we KO'd him with those shells. Oh, he interrupted. Oh, did those land at all? I didn't actually see. Oh, nice job. Matt's like, why don't we just use this thing? Big brain Matt. Chad, 500 hours put into KT on my part, still don't own the meta longsword. What? Quality content. Let's go ahead and grab this Stygian Zinogre material, and let's go ahead and stab our knife into his head, plunge our knife into his head, if you will, and pull out this Skymerald. All right. So the charge plate looks really cool. I really did not use it the way it was meant to be used. I'm sure you probably do... Well, what kind of build do you guys think we do on this? Yeah, I'll have to see. Bro, I'm at similar hours, scared to know if more, and I still have no water QR bow, but I have every single other attack item. Oh man, I keep forgetting you guys on PC are still waiting for this game. Imagine playing the base game in 2019. Imagine playing the base game in December of 2019. Moon Knight says, Gameconomist, your videos have helped me out a lot. Full support to keep up the quality content. Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. HA says, what do you think what Capcom will do in the next Monster Hunter game? I'm hoping it will be more fun. They have to release new weapons. Capcom has to release new weapon classes in the next Monster Hunter game. They absolutely have to. And they have to release more diverse monsters. They really do. I don't know about graphics. I'm okay with the graphics the way they are, but there's got to be new weapons. And, you know, basically they just have to build on everything they have right now. I'm looking forward to their next title whenever it comes out. And if it doesn't come out for a while, that's okay. We'll play some other games like Elden Ring. We will play some other games. All right, so the stream is at 2 hours and 14 minutes. You know what that means. It's time for me to take a break and go for a walk. We played with the number of the Stygian weapons. They look really nice. They appear to replace Valhazak weapons in some cases, not in all cases. And some weapon classes don't even have Valhazak weapons. But typically you'll be comparing the Stinky Zinogre weapons to the Dragonbone weapons and the Valhazak weapons for fighting Dragon Weak monsters. And there's a few of these that actually look really good. I didn't like the light bowgun. I didn't like the heavy bowgun, by the way. But yeah, so they're okay. I'm just worried that when Jeff comes out, all of these weapons will be obsolete. I don't really know if they will be, but that would be sad if they are. If that's the case, they should have released Stinky Zinogre earlier. Anyways, we're all looking forward to the future. December 13th. Why don't I go ahead and hop off and take a break now? Thank you, Anthony Tran, for the early Christmas present. He dropped $100. And thank you, everyone else, for your donations as well. You guys have all been very generous to me over the last month. It's been pretty wild. Kozu's like, and I just joined, damn it. Sorry, Kozu Pain. It's just how it is. All right, I'm going to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Okay, hold on. I'm still here. I got that Welix Kiba. Let's check your build out real fast. Inspect equipment. So that's the Acidic Lavinus Greatsword. He's got the Kaiser set up. 3 pieces of Kaiser for... This is giving him Master's Touch. Damascus Mail is meta for building focus. And Garuga Greaves. So it's a real clean build. Yeah, you got to have a handicraft because you got to reach that purple sharpness. Yeah, it looks good. Non-elemental boost. Yep. Nice job, man. Looking good. Now you can go spank some monsters. Alright. And now I'm going to hop off. Thank you so much for the donation.